Hi everyone, how are you? They're doing well. Welcome. I thought I would do a spontaneous live with you guys today because originally I was supposed to upload a video and it took 3 hours to upload. It only took me 20 minutes to edit, but 3 hours to upload, and it's still uploading right now. So I thought, since I haven't chatted with you guys this week, I would just jump on here and answer any questions you have. Any questions about healing, maybe how the Sagittarius has been for you. Hi, Elena. Let me know where you guys are listening to, or if this is your first live. I used to do these, my OGs, the people who've been here for a while. I used to do these all the time. And I thought, it's Friday. Some of us are staying at home. What better way than to hang out with you guys for a bit? And I have a little bit of time before I step into my last call for today. So, super excited. Hey, Wanda. Hey, Doria. Hello. Hey, Earth Moon. Hey, everyone. Hey, Pat. Hey, Makeba. Conscious Cat. Hello. Los Angeles, California. 222 video. I hope it was helpful for you. Yeah, put a rainbow emoji if this is your first live here, because I put a red heart emoji if you're like OG, if you were here when I started doing these lives all the time. Hey, Joe. So what I want to do is we're going to do hashtag Q&A in the comment section, and you guys can ask me any questions. If I can't answer them, I will say I can't answer them, but this is an opportunity for me to just kind of have a little chit chat with you guys, get to know you guys, and maybe answer some questions and things and give you perspective. Ask me any questions if this is our first time here, or maybe you just started following me. If you just started following me, I'm Shika. I'm a medicine woman, mentor, shamanic arts, and Reiki master. And my intention with this channel is to bring community and connecting people closer with the earth and closer to themselves, remembering why you're here. So I do that a lot with the moon because I have a deep, deep, deep connection with the moon, and I connect with all the beautiful souls that can see that too. So this is really what the space. It's this YouTube channel has honestly helped me so much in so many ways. And through sharing my own experience, I've been able to connect with a lot of you guys. So I'm really, really excited for the community that we've created here. My second, woo, I'm somewhere in the middle. Okay, I love it. Um, Hello from New York. Amazing. I was your 37th member to your channel. Oh my God, Steph. Oh, gee. You were like when I had tapestry background. That was like way, 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 way back in the time. So you've seen it all. You're continuing to seeing it all. Awesome. Anyone else is like OG or just been here for a while? And let me know if you guys have any questions, by the way. Angel numbers, healing, anything. I actually just finished um, reading some of your applications for the Earth Dharma, and they've honestly teared me up. I had one application I had to read like 2-3 times because I was just such in awe of you guys. So it's so beautiful to get to know you guys more. And I just want to say that for anyone who is on the live here, who did apply, and we have met or we are going to meet, is so exciting. Okay, so yeah, I'm in the middle of it too. I used to watch you back in the days, but work in limiting my time now. I feel you, but luckily YouTube, we have recordings, so you can always watch it what feels good for you. So that's great. Okay, so Doria has the first question. If you guys have any questions, hashtag Q&A and then tag me in it so I can see it through the comments. How to protect your energy when you are an empath. People throw all their negativity energy at me, even if I add a beam of light around me and I still feel, I can even feel like the heaviness as I connect to this message. I still feel people's negative energy. So I am a big, 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 big person on creating boundaries with energies. As an empath, it's like your energies are more heightened, but you have to ask yourself, am I going to say that I'm a victim to other people's energies by saying that they're negative energies? It's our choice and energetic responsibility, even more so as empaths, of creating the B word, boundaries, right? And as we're approaching the holiday season, which I talked a lot about in the Gemini full moon energy update that I'm going to be posting on Monday for you guys, because YouTube had other plans and we're here and we're hanging out and it's all good. But how can we step away from seeing ourselves as a victim, as that person's putting their negative energy on me, as opposed to saying, okay, what can I do in my means to communicate the request I need to protect my energy and to manage the energy of others? So I am not walking away more drained, right? And that is usually what the term a lot of people are familiar with is vampire energy vampires, right? People who suck our energy. And I always say that someone becomes an energy vampire the moment that you have agreed that that person has power over your own energetic being and can now sway that energy, right? So best kind of how to protect is really reestablishing your boundaries and making sure that you state your request and your need with that person, and also just making sure that you are giving yourself extra time, extra time and space for yourself. As I hold more space, whether it's on YouTube or retreats or this program that I'm the Earth Dharma program, whatever it is, I find I need to create more time for myself and it's non-negotiable. So really write down, and a great thing to do stepping after this live is say, what are some things that I need to do that is an important and non-negotiable things that help me and support me in my energy, whether there's negative energy around me, positive energy around me, whatever it is. What are some like non-negotiable things and needs that I need for my energy? So I hope that helps. This is just like beyond herbs, beyond medicines, because again, sage, crystals are all tools. But at the end of the day, we have to know that we're not giving our power away from these tools. They're working with us, they're co creating with us. So glad you're getting more members and are part of my healing. I love that. Yeah, it's been so beautiful to witness people stepping into the community, because it's more than a program, it's an actual community, and it's going to impact people in deep ways. Like I can see it through you guys. So that's great. Thanks for your meditation sessions. I went from seeing purple to now people. Wow, that's amazing. I always say that our gifts, clairsentient, clairvoyant, whatever gift that you are kind of like feeling like you relate to or maybe want to learn more about, we practice it like a muscle, right? So if you notice that you're starting to see little sparkles, maybe that's a showing that you have the possibility to exercise the seeing of things, and you just practice and practice. And when we can practice that and just take little steps, doesn't mean like we have to spend hours a day meditating. It can really make a big difference. This journey has been amazing, sending a lot of 1122, seeing a lot of 1122. Awesome. Taking action on what you see with your intuition and allowing yourself to tap into it. That's what came up for me when I read that. I am still waiting for my Dharma application help, waiting for my Dharma application. So I believe if you applied, I would have responded to you. I'm going to go over them again. But yeah, if I responded to you, I've invited you to go deeper. And if there's the resistance on your end, I always tell people there's going to be resistance when we do something new, right? So that's normal. Hey, Tiff. Hello, how are you? I rescheduled my interview. Amazing. Can't wait to chat with you, Monica. I hope your family is doing better and everything that's been going on. So much going on in the world. It's crazy, guys. I don't know about you, but it's like I feel like everyone's kind of, and it's crazy because I've gotten the message, the download, and this is like a little reading download for you all, is that it's just going to get deeper and deeper and more intense. I'm not saying this in a way of like, oh my gosh, but like because we are capable, more capable than we know, it's like we've kind of gone through this warrior initiation through this past few years. And in doing that, we're able to hold more. So yeah, I'm just really excited to see what the world will be. Like it's the healing is happening so much quicker. It's insane. Um, I was just driving and watching the moon as she starts to show again, and then see the first question is about empaths. Needed to be here and always grateful for you. Yay! Thanks, Britt. Any other questions you guys have, let me know. How do you know what gifts are and not sure? So for me, a gift is honestly a unique ability to you. That's what a gift is. And our gifts are beyond the four C's, where if you guys don't know what the four C's are, one of them is clairsentient. So, like, feeling. There's those ones. But what I've learned is there's some gifts. And what I've been told also is the newer generation, the new babies coming into the earth in the next few years, they're going to have gifts that we've never seen before. So anyone who's pregnant, having babies, or maybe coming into kids, maybe your kid will be one of those. And they're going to be such a high frequency that this earth has never even felt the consciousness of these babies, because what we're doing right now is impacting the next generation. It's crazy, the interconnectedness that I've been seeing through dream work with healing and all the stuff, and the messages and the whispers I've been hearing. So yeah, that's, know your gifts are things, and they tend to really connect, from my experience and the experience of holding people. People, when they do a lot of inner child healing, can sometimes find their gifts. So you have various gifts. You have your ancestral gifts, which are gifts from your ancestors, which all those who are going to the ancestral retreat in a week from now will get to practice and witness that. Then you have your soul gifts. Your soul gifts, to me, is what I believe are the gifts that your soul has come back again and again. And every time they step on earth, they just get better and better at using them, and an opportunity for you to practice them. Then you have your, like your gifts that essentially you learn from this earth lifetime. So they're a gift that maybe you've never experienced before, but through your Chiron, through your soul contracts, you have been able to find this gift. There's so many. That's just like an example of that, but there's so many gifts you can have. So really sit and ask yourself, and maybe that's an opportunity for me to do like a gift meditation. I don't know if you guys would be down for that. If you're interested in that, let me know with a green heart emoji down below. Maybe I'll do that. I feel like super called to help that. Your birthday was on the 22nd. Happy belated. I love it. Happy belated. All those November babies. Scorpios as well with me. Let me know. Sages. Cusp. Okay. When are you going to do an extensive video on number 333? So I've been kind of in between. I want to do more angel number videos, but here's my thing. So like Steph and all the other people that are on here that have seen me since tapestry time, there's a lot of videos that I now have more downloads and meanings to them. So for example, 333, 1111, all these angel numbers. So I'm wondering if it would be cool to redo those videos for you guys. So if you would like me to redo it, because there's so much more that comes up that I want to share with you, please put no, let's not do a rainbow. Let's do a butterfly emoji in the comment section if you'd like me to do that. And I'm going to write these things down so I don't forget. So in my notes, because I know me, I'm going to forget. So you guys are totally feeling like find your gifts. Meditation, I got you. Don't worry about that. I love that. I'm feeling that. Yeah, so redoing. Yeah, I'm going to redo the angel number videos, because there's so much. Like, I can break it down from the first one all the way to the third one. Like, there's so many levels and frequencies to it. And I kind of sometimes see the numbers as geometry. I know this sounds really, but I feel like some of you guys will get me. So there's been such a deeper understanding of each of those numbers from like 3 years ago when I first announced and like posted these videos. So yeah, I'm feeling it. Let's do that. I feel like that would be really good. I don't know about you guys. I've been seeing 222 a lot lately. I'm currently facing a roadblock towards manifesting a house and trying to start a side hustle. Not sure what to do, what I'm doing wrong, but I just feel a looming dread. So Earth Moon, one of the biggest things that's coming up for me when I connect with that is 2 is the energy. 3 twos is like taking action. Things come in threes, right? So we have the house and then we have the side hustle that's coming up. What I hear is like, don't make a drastic decision, but also be mindful when you're just allowing a choice to be held too much. Like you're kind of like waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and staying in the waiting game. So for me, I really think it's like take action and you know what you want. You just need to decide like what comes first. So like, do I want the side hustle? And I feel you fully, Earth Moon, because I'm kind of in that situation. Recently, I've been learning on like, do I choose this amazing dream and extending it even deeper and beyond and investing in that? Or do I choose a personal goal? And that's been really, really something I've been juggling with. But one thing that has helped me and hopefully will help you is that how can we allow ourselves to know that both these things will manifest, will happen? And what just asking spirit for a sign of like, okay, what should I focus on first? And follow it. When you hear it, when it drops, when it lands, follow it. You're not doing anything wrong. Don't say that. You're just not allowing yourself to be patient, or we're not listening to the frequency of 222. So when 222 arrives, what's happening? What are you doing? What are you thinking? Get out of your head, get into your action, get into your body of what you need to do. I hope that resonates. Pat, how do you know if a past person was your twin flame? The connection ended on bad terms, but for some reason I can't get them off of my mind, which is unusual for me. What does it mean? So for me, I want to talk about this. A lot of people have been like really attached to the term twin flame. And just because someone you have a deep connection doesn't necessarily mean you're a twin flame. It could definitely mean, though, that that person has a contract with you, which means that you both have something to learn from one another, and that you guys were lovers in a past life or were friends in a past life. I'm just talking out of like from this example. So, my biggest thing is, what is the lesson here? What is the contract that your souls have chosen for this lifetime? And maybe you'll be shown later. Maybe you'll be shown some other time, or maybe you can reflect on it and just after this, and like this brings you clarity, and this is what's going to help you more at the end of the day, whether it's a twin flame or a past soulmate or whatever it is. There is a lesson that's there, and when we receive that lesson, then we can clearly remove that cord. When we can remove that cord, if it needs to be removed, not all cords have to be removed, then we can allow ourselves to continue living our life without finding the same archetype of person that we like, that was with us, or like this person, so we don't repeat the same lessons. So I hope this makes sense. Like, life is like a video game. Honestly, the more spiritual or the more tapped into your journey you are, the more you notice that it's like a video game. I have an angel number video on 333, so you can check that out. My dreams have been crazy. I find myself in places with people that I don't know, doing things that I would not do. I feel you, Monica. Not violent and dark, though. I do not feel that part. Why is this happening is another dimension I'm visiting. So one of the biggest things that I feel like would be helpful for you is putting black tourmaline or black obsidian underneath your pillow. What I'm tuning into is that like sometimes when we go into dreaming and we start traveling and astral projecting and all the things, when we come back to our body, sometimes our body like gets a little dusty and we take particles from other dimensions, right? So, and we don't, it's not subconscious, like it's not even like something like, oh, I need to, it's just like a subconscious thing. So I see this a lot when souls start to open more of their third eye and start to activate it more. Also being mindful of what you're watching. I don't know if you like horror movies or anything like thrillers, or you've been up late and like what, I don't know, I just like feel into that. But just like maybe reducing that low frequency content, low frequency watching TV, because that's going to affect your dream work, which I feel like you're doing a lot right now, Monica. Okay, next question. Very related. I have a very related to the 222 comment. Awesome. I'm really happy you're related to that. The conscious cat. Okay, so your question is, any suggestions for guidance for someone being called to help teach the indigo adults how to raise their crystal children? I love this. There's actually a couple souls in the community and also that I've met that have been called to do that. So the first thing I would say is like, one, I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do because you know more than I do. But I definitely would say that if that is something that is your calling, finding a way to go to a system or like kind of an institution where you can bring a new perspective to these children and to these parents and these adults as well. This is something that's kind of like an underground movement that's happening. I am seeing a lot of people doing that, but there's not a lot of talk about it. So you just need to get out there, connect with community, and figure out spaces where you can do that. And more than often, try to look at places that are not like healer community, because those tend to be the places where there is already support. But I'm feeling like I can definitely see you like maybe like at schools or after school activities, and bringing that perspective through your words, because words is medicine, right? I think a lot of people, when they think about healer, space holder, light worker, we think of like the new age healer. Doesn't always have to be that way, right? The new age healer is like, even with the Earth Dharma program that I just launched, like we have people who are in permaculture that are applying. We have people who are working in real retail. Like, it's not, we don't need only healers. We need actually the opposite of like healers within different spaces. Like, I like to call them light wings, like angels, earth angels. These are the leaders. They're earth angels in all facets, all spaces. So think outside the box. That's what's coming up for you, just cat. Hope that resonates. Happy it resonates, Earth Moon. Me too, Candy. It's been really deep, and I think it's because my Shakti energy is activating a lot. So I don't know if that resonates with you. Seeing a lot of angel numbers. Yes, I do travel. No, I watch hardly any news. So here's my thing with news. Watch it. I think it's important for us to watch it. Why? People who are like spiritual and they say like, don't watch any news, watch. It's about everything can be toxic when we do too much of it, right? Anything can be toxic if we do too much. Everything is balance. As changers of the world, as expanders of the world, I think it's important for us to know what's going on. Like, look what's happening in Iran. Like, all the things that are going on over there is something we need to know. And if it wasn't for the news, we would not know that. And we would not be creating education and movement in this world. And again, I'm not trying to go into politics here, but I am at the same time. Why not? Because I have a voice and I should be using this. But I think it's so important for us to know that, like, we need to know what's going on in the world to know how we can change the world. People who say that they don't watch news aren't the people that are going to change the world. The people who manage and harmonize and balance when they tune into the world and when not to are the changers, because they're aware of the changes on the human level, not just the astral projective level, which is huge to know. I used to be like that. I used to be like, no news, blah, blah. And to be honest, I was bypassing. I was not able to connect with and relate to the changes that I want to do here. So I think it's just so important. Hope that resonates. Totally agree. Since I've started to search about souls, totally agree. I forgot your message moved. Okay, let me go to the next one. Since I started to search about souls, I understand the life was a video game. Yeah, it literally is a dance. It's like a video game every single time. How did you find your true self? Woo! That is a very jam-packed question. I have a video talking about my story. It's one of my first videos I uploaded. Maybe I should update it and do another video on that. But I found myself through my pain and my grief. That's how I found myself, through not running away from it and from sitting with it and being with it in my human, and deciding to drop it and give it to the earth and give it to source and not be a victim to my story anymore. That's how I started to see my true self. I started to see my true self by allowing myself to really see all of me, not just the parts I like, not just the parts I can shape, not just the parts that people would receive and accept. I saw all parts. So, and this is something that I'm still learning. Like, I can't tell you guys. I know I had a call today with someone. They're saying, "You seem like you have like everything together." Like, sometimes I don't. Like, this week, I woke up this morning And in this week, at some point this week, I don't even remember because the days are all blending, to be honest. But I woke up one morning and I was like, it took me a while to get out, and I was just feeling really in that energy of that down energy, and not feeling like I wanted to be my true self. Wanted to just like put a happy face like I would do when I was living corporate and around all these, cis white male men around me in a VP of marketing, and feeling like I had to act strong and act masculine, not feminine, because I felt that was a weakness. Those times when you put so many masks. And it's funny, I'm talking about this, and this is coming up because I talked about this and I channeled about this for the Gemini full moon video that's coming up next for you guys. So yeah, finding your true self is continuous, because every time you end a cycle of yourself, you re-find yourself. So do you actually find out who your true self is all the time? Some would argue no, and others would argue actually yes. So I hope that kind of helps and supports. Does anyone else have any other questions, comments? Let me know. I'm not doing any readings, Joel. So just, questions in general, but I'm not tapping into people's energy fully. Like obviously if Spirit's like, hey, by the way, so-and-so needs this, but I'm not getting a knock on my door for anything. So thanks for asking though. Any other questions that we have, comments? Thank you. That's definitely resonates. Think outside the box. Yeah, just really thinking. I think that's important. We got to think outside the box. Like I was talking to a sister of mine recently who's in Costa Rica when I went and did the healer retreat. And they were saying how like in Costa Rica, it's like a really beautiful space because there's a lot of healing community and a lot of medicine community and all the things. But at the same time, it's like, why would we we trust that the people there are putting the light that they need and the locals are putting the light that they need there. And why do we need to all go in one place and put light there? Right. And I think that's actually one of the reasons why the project that I'm going to be announcing for next year, and there's going to be another announcement in a week for you guys. And in this announcement, I talk about just like why it's so important to bring light in certain parts of the world. So, for example, Canada. I'm in Canada for those who don't know. And I do feel like I felt the land was just wanting so much love when I got back from Costa Rica, because it's gone through a lot historically, currently, all the things. And this is why I'm saying this is where learning and being part and knowing what's happening in our world through outlets and choosing what we want to resonate with and using our intuition of truth and non-truth. But I just felt that, and the land was like, hey, like I want some healing too. I would love the support. So my biggest motto is, why not do the healing? And through the healing, you can create that ego growth, not only through the people and your ancestors, but also to the lands. Like how amazing is that? I hope that resonates. What's your thoughts on Akashic Records? It's been coming up recently. Ooh, thanks, Davina. So Akashic Records, I actually do them with my clients sometimes. Akashic Records is literally the library of your soul. I do believe in Akashic Records. I think it's very, very powerful. I've had Akashic Records done for myself a few times, and it's been really good. You can also use the Akashic Records for past life. There's so much knowledge in there. So every person does it differently. I guide people in a different way. I think I've kind of created it differently and twisted it a little bit from what I was taught. But yeah, I'm totally for it. I think it's great. Kitty, I am struggling a little bit using cannabis. Can you speak on the balance of when a medicine is more harmful than useful? So one of my biggest mottos and tips that I give for people who start to work with herbs or medicines is, before you even connect with it, is actually to hold and ask for permission, and to connect with your intuition to see like what is the intention of working with this medicine. Now with cannabis is like a playful, funny medicine. where I see when I'm connecting with people spiritually is like, do we gravitate to this medicine when we're at our worst, at our best, or in between all the time? Like, what is our intention? When do we most likely connect with this medicine? And that could also let us know, are we being integral with working with the medicine? So I hope that supports you. But I think the biggest thing is just really checking in, asking permission and asking permission for yourself, and then tuning into what the intention is for that. I have no proof of my past life experience. However, I feel it affected me in this one. Being direct on spiritual acts, but did I cause this? So, I do believe that like past life 100%, but it could also be ancestral. It could also be like there's so many layers, Elena, that I can say to that. And what's coming up to me is like going back to the empath thing that I talked about. As empaths, you have to be energetically responsible to create boundaries. And as you evolve, your boundaries change. So ask yourself, how are my boundaries changing? And what am I going to do to commit to those? Commitment. Like there's one card in here that I'm going to share with you guys. It's my favorite card. And it's been coming up, I think, almost every reading I've done for you guys the past, I want to say like 2 months. It's called the wisdom card, and it's this old woman, the wise one, and she's just saying like, listen to the wisdom within you, like listen to that voice within you. I think that's so important. And when before we end up getting these lower frequency energies around us, there's usually a little sign, there's a few signs like, hey, just look out for the sign up ahead, so listen to the inner wisdom within you. And don't only listen to it when we're at our roughest time. I think that's something that came up. What guidance or suggestions do you have for Gemini, for the Gemini grad student? So this goes into reading, so I'm not going to answer that. Been having pain in the legs and want to know an inflation in the body. It's like pain inside. So my question, Candy, is like, have you been having inflation for a long period of time? Is it something that just has recently popped up? When do you get the inflation? There's so many things that are coming up from spirit when I'm digging into that. Thank you so much. Can you talk a bit more about plant medicine and where can one obtain it? So there's plants everywhere. When you say plant medicine, I think a lot of people think psychedelic. Like that's not the only medicine. And I would argue that it's not the most powerful only medicine in the world. There's so many medicines. There's medicine in your backyard that a lot of people don't even look like pine. Pine needles are amazing for so many things. And it's winter right now. We look at dandelions. Like if you were able to harvest them at the end of season, like that's going to be abundant and helpful for you. You can look at nestle. Like there's so many things that you can use in medicines on it. I do want to talk more about medicines on my channel because that is something that is part of me. And I'm slowly introducing them into the moon stuff. But yeah, like obtaining them, when you say obtain, they're everywhere. So, and we have an abundance of them. So it just really depends on what you're looking for and what medicines are calling for you to work on. How do you learn about the meaning of angel numbers? For me, I channel them. So I channel the numbers. I understand them through visually and just like they just tell me what their meaning is. Do you believe the universe that universe tests us? 100% during hard times. 100%. A hard time is the time that's right about your point of breaking, and that's the point that I like to call the T word, transitional. That is the opportunity where you get to either have two choices. It's like the red pill, blue pill in Matrix. You could either choose to go to a complete unknown and not knowing, or you can go back to what you do know, right? It's like, which one will you choose? And I think that is important. And the reason why the universe tests us in hard times is to make sure that we can be strong enough to hold and anchor what we're manifesting, right? So we don't just get it all automatically. We absolutely can. But those who struggle to get it automatically, it's because we need to hold the energy of being able to hold and honor that frequency of what we're asking for, right? If you're asking for $10,000, but your energy and your energetic body is only $100 because that's what you see in your bank account, then spirit's going to be like, yeah, we want to give 10,000, but we don't understand the frequency here is only $100, and we're trying to bring it for you, but we're kind of lost on the GPS here. That's like one of the biggest blocks that I see. If someone's trying to manifest, like transitioning to a new job, right? When you're going into a new job, it's like, okay, well, you want this new job, but you're worried about how the money and the bills and all the things, and you're just allowing yourself to dwell about this job instead of like starting to put things in motion to move to that next job and to transition. So I could go on this for a while, but yeah, 100%. And I think it's great that the universe gives us tests because, and every day is a test in a way, but it's like I said, life's a playground. It really is. Just eager to get to my next step of supporting myself and children so I can be in a physical space where I can go deeper into my self-healing. Do you truly hold patience in such times? Yeah, 100%. You have to. I think that's like a rhetorical question. We have to have patience, because if we don't have patience, then it's like, then we won't be able to enjoy the journey, right? So I know you want that support and that healing. What I would guide you to do is maybe sitting with yourself and saying, I'm eager, and holding the energy of eager and excitement. Instead of eager, I'm excited to support myself and my children, and allowing yourself to hold that energy. And in doing that, when you're holding and honoring and moving that energy in your body, instead of seeing it as a lack of, like, you don't have it still right now, that can be the block. Conscious cat. I see the false matrix falling. Oh yeah. It's failing, it's falling, it's falling. That's why this new earth is shifting. But do you think the primary matrix will present itself in its place, or will this place just regain balance? I think right now Spirit's rebalancing things. I think this whole past 2.5 years of the P word is just rebalancing. And I do believe some souls are going to leave in the next 5 years, and they are meant to leave. And the other souls that are meant to come along on the other venture are going to come along. So yeah, this is why it is so it is. I have no choice but to help and support and do this Earth Dharma program, because more than ever, people need to step up. We have energetic responsibility for ourselves and coming home to ourselves, because those who don't choose to go on to the path of coming home within themselves are just going to come back to earth when it's completely different. And it's going to be it's going to be a lot harder. I'm not going to lie. Like, those who aren't willing to shift this really big turning point, the next time they come to this lifetime, it's going to be like relearning earth again, like baby steps, like reshifting in so many levels. So yeah, it is falling apart. And in a way, it's kind of liberating, and it's hard, it's scary, but it's very liberating. Happy it helped out, Davina and Kitty. Question. I'm feeling like just being in a quiet zone. Feel you. But I'm also feeling other people's feelings. Don't understand where it's coming from. Empathic. Look up empathic. I feel like that would resonate with you. No problem, Elena. How do you access your Akashic records? So I did a training for mine. I know people have done courses online, and there's so much information. It's actually not that bad to do it yourself. It's pretty easy, but yeah, there's so much information out there and whatnot. For those who are doing the Earth Dharma program, you're going to learn how to do that. Been having the pain in some months now. Don't know if it's because I work 12 days on concrete. Well, that ding ding ding, that would probably be an answer. I'm not for sure. Went to the doctor and could not tell me anything. I'm just hearing spirit saying, just sit down, do nothing. So that's all that they're saying. Sit down, do nothing. It's nothing that you don't know. Like, I feel like we push our body so much. And I always tell people, when we do so much healing, it's like we just need to do nothing. I don't know if you guys have noticed the last moon video energy updates. My biggest reminder has been compassion and doing nothing and not being hard on yourself. And the reason why I've been saying that is because I do feel like people are always saying, oh, you got to work on this. And I will say what you need to work on, but I'm not saying work on it entirely. And sometimes I'm saying, like, check in with yourself. If it's not a work on it time, it's not a work on it time. And I think right now, also with the stress of the holidays, it's really putting people in a perspective of like really having forced to sit with compassion and giving themselves a break. So yeah, I'm just hearing take a break, take a break, take a break. I'm going to finish the live in about 10 minutes. So if you guys have any last questions, and now is probably the time. Great explanation. Yay, first time with your chat. Welcome. I'm so happy it resonates. The conscious cat. I have a lot of pine trees in my backyard. They're so amazing for protection, and they're such they just when I think of pine, I think of abuelo energy, like grandfather energy, like just like that quiet grandfather that just holds space. Like that's the energy of pine. Maybe there is something there that I can use them to help talk about thinking outside the box. Yeah, there's so many things you can do. Again, like the world's your oyster. Just follow like your inner home, and that will teach you what your outer, how to help with the outer homes for other people through your gifts. Um 12-hour days, that's so long. Yeah, Candy, you're just like, wait, your body, I feel like your body's like, can I have a rest? Like, you need to take a break. And that's also not sustainable. Again, I know we're in the times I want to be genuine in the sense of like, I know we're in a time where there's a lot of stress and people are just like in the space of like survival, and that's kind of unfortunately what this old matrix has left. This space, this world is in survival, but it's not the end of that, and we're recognizing that, and as a collective we've been helping it heal. But a lot of the times I always tell people when they work a lot, what are you running away from? What part of yourself are you running away from? So I hope that resonates. Yes, my journey has been 2.5 years now. Wow, beautiful. I'm a very low point. My soul is asking me to pursue my soul mission, and I can't leave my job. So I just want to share this. There's a lot of people, I don't know if they're still out there because honestly, I don't, but when I see them, I just like click out. But there's this like idea that unfortunately has been out here where they're like, leave your job, do this. Like you ever see these people where they're like, leave your job. What are you doing? Are you sad? Are you this? Are you blah blah blah? Well, let me tell you how to do this, and make $10,000. Like all, anyways, that matrix people advertising. All this to say is that I do believe that people being able to have a job that supports you financially and allows you to do the human stuff, but then creating maybe like 5 or 10% of your week towards what your purpose is a great way to transition, right? So you don't have to just do everything all at once. And I don't want you to put that pressure on yourself too. Like, okay, I hate my job. Let me get out of here. It's like, how can you just like take baby steps towards that? Um, and work on it. And who knows, maybe tomorrow or like 3 months from now, you end up being able to walk away fully. But again, pursuing your mission, your job right now is not preventing you from pursuing your mission. It's your ability to say like, okay, my job is now, but that's not forever. But what can I do right now to put a little bit of energy towards my mission? Because I always tell people, and I was doing this in the guided meditation for the Earth Dharma, I was saying like, if you're not doing what you love that you want to do in 10 years from now, most likely, like if you're, even if it's just like I spend an hour every week towards my mission, soul mission, that is better than doing nothing and just like allowing the job that you don't want to be in absorbing all of your energy. And I saw this video this week and I talked about it in the Gemini full moon. It's like, family members, there's a certain family member that you don't get along with. Everyone has one of those, right? We have a family member that was just like, I'm not looking forward to seeing them in Christmas. I'm not looking forward to seeing them a holiday. It's just like not my thing. If you have a family member like that, how much time does that family member absorb of yours? We're talking empaths, we're talking conscious beings here, all of us. How much of them? So you have a 3-hour dinner commitment, but you're allowing 6 weeks prior to of their energy to affect you to lower your frequency. So my thing is going back to the soul mission that I have a job. It's like, okay, you have this job that maybe doesn't make you super happy, but what can you do right now in your means to at least put 1 hour or a little bit of your attention towards the soul mission? And we're not talking like I need a whole week to do it. It's like, let's talk baby steps first. So I think that's the biggest thing. If like what you're doing right now is not what you want to do in 10 years, but you are working towards your soul mission to make that transition and you're putting energy towards it, where energy goes, it grows, then we're on the right path, right? So that's my advice to you in a little nutshell, a big nutshell, but a little nutshell. While healing through trauma, what is a good way to decipher intuition and trauma experience? So, trauma response is usually a response of a pattern that has been repetitive. Like, so when we're looking, for example, let's take the cannabis example. If someone is taking cannabis and you establish that connection with cannabis right after a trauma experience, right? So there is an automatic connotation with cannabis that this is something that supports you for your nervous system. Now, let's say that 4 or 5 years later, you get yourself together, you're going to the gym, you feel more motivated, you're starting to meet new people, you're getting out of your apartment, like you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Then in this case, it's like, okay, how can we know the difference? Do I still need that medicine, or is that something that I'm just, you know, responding to from a trauma experience because I still feel that I am still in pain or still not worthy enough or still, I'm using this word in quotations, feel damaged. And in that case, I just need to keep using it because my nervous system is not safe and I'm not safe. Right. So, intuition is the feeling of this body. Yes, it's like there's certain physical attributes. For me, it's can be goosebumps. For me, it could be like this like warm feeling of a hug. Sometimes it feels like like something crawling up my spine. So my biggest thing is like tune into what is that intuitive feeling. It's like that knowing. Intuition is knowing. Trauma experience, trauma response is connected to an experience that you had. And that's how you have a connotation with it. And this goes into somatics and all this stuff that I go into and what I do with my clients. But that's a little snippet of what you can go into. I hope that supports Jada. Okay, tell spirit. I said thank you. Yay, because I'm letting fear in my space. I show gratitude and what you do to help us. Happy to help. I'm about to do yoga and your Sag new moon meditation. Just tuning in. Yes, loving the weekend vibes. I'm gonna be like just about to do a circle, like a full circle with those from the last retreat. And I'm so excited because I haven't seen them for about just over a month. And I can't wait to see all the transformation they've had after like a full week. So I feel you. And then after, I'm feeling pizza tonight. I don't know. I feel like having pizza, and I've been really loving this local pizza. I don't know if you guys have a good Italian pizza in your place, but it has like, oh, it's so good. It's like mushrooms with truffle oil, and you can put prosciutto if you want. But I usually just do the mushrooms and like the truffle oil, and it's like, to die for. It's amazing. Anyways, so I think I might treat myself with that tonight. I've had like a really deep week and a beautiful week. I keep seeing 777s, 888. So I have videos of all of that will support you, Frank. Can cannabis heal you to connect with your true self? So this is like a very deep question. Been getting a lot of cannabis questions, especially with the seasons changing. A lot of people asking me questions about medicines. I think that personally, cannabis is such a beautiful medicine. But to be honest with you, with me and other people I've heard, once you get more attuned to your inner insight, you don't need the medicine anymore. You do not need the medicine anymore. So I would really suggest, like, with cannabis, like doing that activity, do I need it? Is that something that I need to sit with? Is the medicine calling me to work with cannabis today? Tuning into that. And then can you connect with it with your helping with your true self? Like your true self is something that can only be connected when you are with yourself fully and you haven't used a medicine to put it on a pedestal. So I do believe that there are medicines, as a medicine woman who serves Cambo and other medicines. I do believe that when you are with medicine, it can support you and help you. But the end result isn't for you to rely on the medicine forever, right? You're just helping and working and co-creating with this medicine to go inner and deeper into deeper layers where there may be resistance or you may want a different perspective. But in doing that, it really allows you to eventually take a step away from the medicine and know that I have the power. That's why I love breath work. And one of the reasons why I did my breathwork training and been doing it for 2 years, studying it and bringing it more to the community and everything. But it was because I love the fact that you didn't have to do a medicine to connect with your inner, like, in a different altered state. Like you have the ability to activate and go in with your soul, take the hands of your soul through your breath. And that was so empowering for me. And also for people who can't sit with the medicine, they have an alternative, which is their inner healing. Finding your true self is being with all of yourself and sitting with all of yourself, all things, and just being in that state of feeling whole, feeling being like that is true self. And that doesn't mean anything outside of you. So I hope that resonates. Would you be open to do a dream interpretation videos? So I've been thinking that because thank you for saying that, Elena. You just confirmed so much. I am gonna do that. 100%. So I love you guys so much. I love that I can chat with you and then you just confirm. This is why Spirit was like, don't upload, just get on live and talk to the fam. They want to talk to you. It's like, okay, I hear you. So one of my gifts is a dream walker. I work in dream walking. So if I've ever visit you in a dream, or maybe we've connected on a deep level, I'm a dream walker. That's like my biggest gift for me. So I work a lot when I'm sleeping. One of the reasons why my sleep routine is very important to me. And if I don't sleep, that is like where my gifts can be kind of so or anything that's like sleep medicine helps me a lot. So I want to do streams because I've been getting so many dream lessons and I've recently received a new guide. Yay. And he's amazing. And my guide has been teaching me a lot about these interpretations and the levels that your soul can go with dreaming. So, and this is like, just to give you guys some background, when I was young, I was 4 years old and I was already looking up dreams. So before all the computers and all the things, I remember like tippy-toeing with my little elephant stuffed animal down the basement in our little library study. And my mom had this book. It was an indigenous book and it was dream interpretation. And she never talked about it. And in the book, you can actually look up and um, look up the readings, like look up the meanings. So like sometimes I would read like, what does it mean to fall? And I could read it. And I was 4 years old, and whatever I can make out of the pictures and stuff, I would read. They didn't know. I used to do this all the time. Like up until I was a preteen, I think I was always looking up these dreams. So I grew up like having vivid dreams, having very deep, intense dreams. Like I would even equally say like dreams that were like scary for most of my half of my childhood. And in doing that, I tapped into it deeper and deeper. So as I've evolved into my various archetypes, that has been the dream that has anchored me in so many levels. And I've been wanting to talk more about it, but I wasn't sure if that was something that was of interest. So yeah, I would love to talk about dream interpretation. That is my jam, and I would love to. So thank you, Elena, for confirming that. I just registered for your Earth Dharma meditation that I'll do after this live. Cannabis for me helps lower my inhabitations when I need that to happen. Not at all okay, recreational for me. Yeah, so a lot of people I find don't feel like it's like, especially now because it's so easy to access than it was before. So I do feel that it's beautiful medicine. It is a very beautiful, powerful medicine. But where I feel like cannabis has expressed to me is some people are abusing it. So really sit with her or them or him, whatever the medicine is, sit with them and connect with their energy and ask them for permission first. Please ask the soul, ask the spirit of the plant for permission. That is so important and crucial. Okay. Hi, my dear blessings for you. Thank you, Rachel. Yes, the dream world is bizarre right now. I know. It's insane. Like I've been having such intense dreams. I'm like, is this normal? Like it took me an hour this morning to get out of my dream. An hour. That never happens. Like it felt so real and so deep. Okay, I have 5 minutes and then I'm gonna sign off, guys. I have big interests. Well, you're welcome. I am a dreamer. Thank you. Love you. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you too. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I think dreaming is definitely something that's so important. Okay, so I just asked Spirit to put in some cards for this weekend. Is there anything that our family needs to know while you guys are thinking of your last questions? So the first one's Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. I love her. She's beautiful. Like, look at her, beautiful. So for some of you, this is a great time to reconnect with yourself. Try to not to socialize. Some of you are hermit mode right now. So connect with the inner waters of yourself. Maybe even get into a bathtub. Like I'm seeing bathtub, ritual, cleansing bath. That's going to be really good for you. Stay rooted and grounded. Again, why you are not grounded? Okay, let's get some groundingness in here. The earth is wanting to ground you. So allow the emotions to be released and dissolve. And after maybe doing some hiking, connecting with the mountains within the mountain energy, even doing a meditation, seeing and picturing mountains around you to ground you is going to be really helpful. Stay grounded. So whatever is not grounding you this week, do not pay any attention to it right now because you need to re-ground yourself or remove it from your life. Okay. No negotiation. Okay. Okay, awesome. I think that's it. No other questions. So thanks guys for hanging out. This was really fun. I should do this more often. I didn't understand when I was younger that others couldn't control their dreams. Till I was diagnosed with oh really? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you can definitely control your dreams. You can even move it. Yeah, there's so much I can talk about on this. So much deep work. And for those in the Earth Dharma, we're going to be talking about dream stuff too. Okay, that is it. I'm going to sign off because your girl needs to go in the ground and get ready and have some me time. So I love you all so much. Again, I'm going to post a Gemini full moon video really soon with you guys on Monday. That's going to be Monday's video because today I just didn't want to upload. And that's okay because I got to hang out with you guys. And that was awesome. Also, let me know what resonates down below and give me some suggestions of videos you would like to see on the channel. I need some support on that. So like, what are some videos in my repertoire that I can support you with? So put that down in the comments. If you are interested and you are a wounded healer, if you have outgrown your space holding, or you want to be a space holder and you feel the call of the new earth, if you guys haven't noticed already, the matrix is falling. The whole, like, we're shifting in a whole deeper level and we need leaders. We're not talking about leaders thinking small. We're thinking big. We're thinking beyond your lifetime. We're thinking about generations to come. I invite you to apply for the Earth Dharma. There are 3 steps to it. The first is the Earth Dharma meditation. You can sign up for that down below. Then you can do the application, which you'll get an email within 24 hours for the application. And then after, you get to sit with me if I invite you and I feel called and connected to your application. We will then do a Zoom call and then we can decide if you are a good fit. So there are currently 4 spots available. I can't believe I sent 6 invitations to you beautiful souls who have said yes, full body yes. I cannot wait to hold you. I'm only taking 10 souls, 8 to 10. So technically there's only 2 to 4 spots available. So if you have been wanting to apply, please do it ASAP. You have like a week left. So do it ASAP. I'll see you in the other side on the portals. And I love you all so much. Don't forget to like, share this with your friends, subscribe. Yeah, share the channel with any friends that you feel like will resonate with this. And I love you all a lot. I hope you have this beautiful weekend filled with ease and love and all the things, and just really, really taking care of yourself this weekend to reset. Okay. Thank you guys. I'm going to enjoy my pizza. I love you so much. Bye.